Yeah, I want to make a complaint. One of your staff, I was checking out the memory cards, and it came with a woman and just bumped into me out of the way. I said, you don't
Wait,
do that.
about a team member
Yeah,
or
your team member.
who?
It has short curly hair. It's like,
Go ahead, they bumped you?
yeah, with the customer.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, I said I was rude. I was checking out the memory card,
I
and
feel like you always come to the store and start problems though.
excuse you.
With us.
No, I'm not sorry about. You can check the camera before you start making false accusation. Check the camera, okay? And save the video camera. I'm going to report you to New York State, Department of Human Rights. Because I know that they're about to start deporting immigrants. I'm a Nigerian. And anytime Trump said he's bringing ICE to New York, I'm getting jumped. So nobody's going to scam me. Nigerian, you can call your ICE on me, but don't bump into me. Save the camera. I'm going to report you. You can call your ICE on me anytime you want, but don't bump into me.
Have a nice day.
Okay? And what's your name?
Jimmy.
Okay, very good.
Have a nice day.
Very disrespectful. Uh-huh. Trump said he's going to start raiding immigrants. And then this time they have the bathroom anytime I come here. I know they did about bump into me. City council have to do something. They don't let me use the bathroom as a Nigerian. They say they're going to kill me and take all my stuff. I'm trying to see immigration. So Trump says he's going to bring his immigration raid to New York. It's like he's sending, he said that they're already in New Jersey, they're coming to New York. So he's sending a code to all their street gangs, all their civilian thugs. And I was checking out the memory cards because I normally go, and they kept hit me, as I was coming here, also somebody touched my butt, So they're me too, I'm trying to get their me too arrested also. The police have sexually harassed me and kicked me out of my home, and I was trying to sue the police. Every gunner was helping me. The police when I took every gunner dead. The court case number is 13 CV 5052. So I called the mutual library, all right. I said, please, can you help me? There's a sexual harassment case. I filed with the police, and they want to kill my friend in Ghana. And my mother's also been killed. Her daughters also were trying to kill her and inherit money from that lawsuit. I'm supposed to turn 2 years immigration. So my mother's daughters were trying to kill her belonging for, and they poisoned her killer. And the mutual library told me she can't help me because if she helps me, the police would drop the Ghana's case. I will drop the R. Kelly and Weinstein case, and she needs the police and FBI to arrest R. Kelly and Weinstein so she can make a lot of money for her clients. So a criminal conviction of herself. And she says that if you file a complaint against the police, there is retaliation, not against R. Kelly and Weinstein. So I've been telling people that I need this Gloria already arrested, because she's forming a collusion with the police, which is bribing them to arrest blacks and males, like Weinstein and R. Kelly, and she's denying justice to people like me. And then they started using the Me Too gang to abuse me. If I go to the bathroom on Chambers Street, they will come with their Me Too gang and say, you're not a real woman. Start throwing all my stuff on the floor. Start throwing all my stuff on the floor, and I'll call the police won't help me. Then I was on Belridge Avenue and 4th Avenue on July 23, 2019, which is my mother's daughter's son's, connected to my mother's daughter's son. The day he was born in December 23rd. So to send a message to my mother's daughters, they tried to kill me, that the police, they had a guy slap me on Belridge Avenue and 4th Avenue, July 23, 2019, in Brooklyn. As Trump was doing immigration raid in that July, it's my birthday month, and they chose that month to be doing immigration raid. And they slapped me, they was always trying to start beef with me. As soon as I had to kill a black person, they were killing blacks all around America around that time. They would just accuse a black person of being angry and crazy, boom, the police would kill them. Well, everywhere in America, they were just killing blacks. And they picked me up to kill. So Trump was doing immigration raid to put the heat on me. Trump was did an immigration raid in July 2019. And all of a sudden, the guy came and slapped me, boom. So I was begging for money on Belgian Avenue, and the police came, knocked me down, boom. And they put me in handcuffs, stole my green card, stole my social security card, and took me away. Once I left me for the sidewalk. And ever since then, I've been getting jumped everywhere. I can't use the bathroom, and they say, I'm also trying to sue U.S. immigration for arresting me wrongfully, so that people are telling me we're going to kill you and get the police to kill you and inherit the money. So you're the one always fighting people. And what that guy said is suspicious. So you're the one always fighting people. So they want to give me a bad reputation and kill me and go after my money. So this is a genocidal gang. City council have to do something. They're killing foreigners in your country. They're killing the blacks. They're setting up a lynch mob. And city council, you have to arrest this criminal, low life. And I was using the bathroom. I was trying to find the bathroom to use. I went to the Washington Market Park, and also a little kitchen was rubbing his body. What's going on? What's going on? You know, and the black American said, "Can't use the bathroom, can't use the bathroom. The bathroom is closed because of the snow." And the snow has been falling in America forever, and there's no reason to close the bathroom because of snow. They said the snow stopped many days ago. So they're denying me bathroom. Said they're not going to be lynching. City council don't hide this anymore. They're forming a genocidal mob. They've killed my mother, killed her Uganda, and I always come and use the bathroom. You know, and they're trying to block the police report anyway. They said they're going to torture me and steal everything. So this is a genocidal mob. City council don't cover it up. Investigate the Uganda killing again and arrest this no life resource. They're denying messages to the bathroom. And this man Danny is not helping me. I've been sending messages and ignores me. He got many homeless kids on the street. The Ricardo also was the former mayor. I used to contact him and being attacked and he wouldn't help me. And they passed a law to give Section 8 to people on the street. This Eric Adam, your city council passed a law to give Section 8 to people on the street, and it says it's going to take 5 years to implement it. It was stolen, because you know that law benefits me, and the police just want to kill me on the street with the help of the civilian gang that's setting me up in rape bait. And they say every money I'm trying to get from immigration, they're going to file the lawsuit behind my back with my mother's daughters or any other person and get the money. So they're going to be mobbing immigrants. This is a genocidal mob. They're coming in America. I register. I don't care where they deport me to. I don't want anybody stealing any of my money. I don't care if you want to deport me. Fine. You know, Nigeria's not safe for me, but please don't steal. And at the Grammy Awards, I was hearing somebody was saying, America stole this land. Stop the stealing. So I believe people in Hollywood are aware, but they don't want to help me either. You know, so they've been robbing me, stole my green card, stole my passport, killed a black American that was helping Uganda, stole his money. They said he was selling cigarettes before, and he had a lot of money. And so when they robbed them, the money, they gave them back. The family said the money was less than what he normally has in his pocket. So they are stealing. City council addressed it, and the Mandani is not helping me as a Nigerian. I've been contacting him, and they're saying all this kind of stuff. He's been saying now he wants the police to be arresting crazy people, say crazy about the church. So they're saying stuff is crazy, and I believe this way all these people, they're Me Too mob. So people can kill this N-word, just call it person crazy. So they don't use the bathroom. City council investigate this. Sometimes when I'm using the bathroom, they'll be ringing the alarm there. I'll bring the police and then a fire alarm. I normally come here at 10 p.m. to buy stuff. They close at 11. And they'll say, well, you know, I'll say, why are you doing that? They'll say, no, but we're just doing the church rehearsal. And down the street on November 14th, I was using the bathroom at the 2 Chamber Street Station. And they called the police on me and said I stole something, and I'm hiding in the bathroom, and the police went and arrested me. And I didn't do anything. I said, you always terrorize with this paperwork. And I said, I want an investigation. It was me, the police arrested me. I said, who called you? I said, a lot of people have been rage baiting me. I said, I'm not a person arrested. It's me they arrested. So when they arrested me, I was screaming, and that's what special justice. You know, and they always arrest me in that number 2 Chamber Street. Around 2019, they would send people to the bathroom. They would be throwing my stuff all over the place. So you're not a real woman. Your man discussing with one. So yeah, I'm a gay. I'm transsexual. So they're Me Too urging people to lynch foreigners and lynch people to take their stuff. They work with the police, and the police are on, and the law enforcement are on a rage to lynch foreigners and blacks. They say this stuff is pumping up their energy. They've always been brutal. They said last year they put a black American in handcuffs and punched him to death in the prison in Albany. So they said there was another case of the guy in the Bronx. He was trying to flee on a bicycle, and the police officer hauled a cooler at him, and he fell off the bicycle and bumped his head and died. They said he was selling drugs. So that police officer was under arrest. So please, don't watch this police kill somebody. My mother has been dead from the police taking me at my mother's home. And my mother wants to live with her daughters, and my mother said her daughters were trying to kill her, poison her food. So my mother had to fly back to New York, and just, located her at the hospital, put us to lock the cycle. I believe that one of my mother's daughters started working for ICE, because I always share this name with cities in Pennsylvania. And even a black American lady has been singing a song mocking me at the way my mother died. Her name is Victoria Monet. So I put it on my mama. I look good. I look fly. You try to get my bag. You wish you could. So she always comes here to throw me off so that my mother's gonna plan it. She must be working for us. Because she lives in Pennsylvania, but she always shows up here in New York and be following me around, and she's dressed extremely rich. And my mother said, she's part of an narcotic gang, but bishop will be working for us. So he said anytime you're trying to sue the English, they also start investigating you for everything. To make sure, you don't succeed. So I was arrested as a child in immigration, I put in immigration prison. So they just, find every little thing to investigate you on. So I've been homeless on the street. I've not been changing my address regularly. I said, immigrants are supposed to change your address. So I don't know what their problem is. So they've been harassing me. So please help me investigate the city council. They started lynching me in America. America is not safe for this workout. The people doesn't carry that insurance with Trump. And a lot of Africans have been protesting at the African Cup of Nations soccer tournament. I think last month, January 2026, they said the Senegalese players were protesting how the Arab Moroccans were mistreating them. And they said when the Nigerian players were playing against the Arab Moroccan team, also, some people invaded the pitch and they were stealing the items from the Nigerian goalkeeper. Had a towel. Here in America, also, they always rob me. So people are finding all over the world, and now people are engaging in racist robbery of Africans. So we Africans are slow. I parked my car across, in front of this store last month. And before I came here, they cut the chain off and took my car. I'm like, how come the city bank bicycle somebody stole it? And I chain locked my car to the toe in front of this. I was shopping late at night, and my tire was falling off. My tire was loose, and I noticed it, so I left my cart where that woman is standing at the back with the black dress, near the red flower, So I put my car there and I went to the bathroom. And when I came out of the bathroom, I noticed a Chinese-looking worker was saying, fire, 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 fire. He was walking around saying, fire, fire. Some people have been threatening I'm going to be shot at by the police. They're going to cause me to be angry, and the police will just come and bam, 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 shoot me. They say this how they keep blacks in this country. They will just claim. Even someone will say, if I use the bathroom, they're going to send the police that I'm doing drugs in the bathroom, and the police will just come and shoot me and claim I was moving my hand like Diallo and they thought I had a gun. So they plan to kill me. City council intervened, arrest these rotten scoundrels, stop protecting them and thinking America is above the world. Please, city council, investigate this, because you can also be investigated for supporting genocide. Because there's international criminal courts, even though they don't bother Americans, they only bother African. I don't know what kind of world this is, where you Americans can do whatever you like to the world. Killed 10 million Africans during slavery, and none of the slave owners went to prison, and the black Americans never got reparation. So I don't know what kind of world the Americans live in. But this needs to stop. This needs to stop, because I'm recording everything. I arrest these scoundrels here, that white boy or whatever it thinks he is, telling them I'm the troublemaker. I was walking in here and somebody hit my butt. The camera will pick it up. Earlier I came here, today's February 4, 2026. As I walked in here, so city council got the video, they're stealing all my property, arresting me everywhere, and they said they're going to kill me, they're going to kill Africans and take all our property. It was around 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then this guy is the son of the police commissioner, Greg Kelly. I think he knows what is going on, and he's been making such comments on whether there's surveillance, because since they arrested me when my mother brought me here from Nigeria, they arrested me and whether the green card security and all that come here. And I've been trying to sue immigration, so they have the FBI watching me for the immigration, and the FBI is also protecting the WABC workers, because their owner knows Trump. And anytime I listen to the radio station, as I was coming, it was saying cut. And anytime you start saying cut, I will get jumped. I don't know if this WABC radio is the one also sending gangs to attack me on behalf of the FBI. They don't let me shop. They're using all kind of psychological torture. They say they use it against Guantanamo Bay prisoner. They're just scared to death to incite suicide, and they hope if I can commit suicide, they can just go get my property, and they hope to take my property by making false claims. I've been getting threatened. Even as I was, how people call me baby, as I'm not a member of any cult, don't call me baby, I don't know who you are. So they're saying they're going to be making false surrogacy claims against me, and I believe that they're copying a gang, a cult here in upstate New York. It's called the Sarah Lawrence College Court. A college professor was luring young women in college to be sleeping with him and making them sign agreements of non-disclosure saying they were sleeping with him voluntarily and was making them pay money as part of the court membership. So the first arrested him and his defense was he has the waiver these people signed that they were a member of the court and they allowed him to do whatever he likes to their body, take their stuff, take their body anytime he wants. But the feds still got him convicted because they had the young lady testify and they said he used influence on them. I think he was also a college professor and they said, damn your period part. So between they said they're going to kill me and lie behind my back that I was a part of the secret court and authorized these people to be taking my stuff, to be raping me, or even take my sperm after I die, create children, and get on my property. So these are thieves, and they said America will steal stuff from foreigners. So this is not right, City Council. Please let there be decency, and these rotten scoundrels need to know that area, that dark age is over. And so they've been robbing my property all around here. So please contact me back, City Council. This man needs to be impeached because I was contacting him that he needs to help homeless people on the street get Section 8 right away. I said I've been excluded. This Eric Adam blocked me because I'm a Nigerian, some black Americans who like Nigerians, and he doesn't want me to get justice because he knows Eric Garner, and Eric Garner, he knows that where Eric Garner was killed while trying to help me. And he feels if that information comes to light, I will get a lot of money and I'll get a lot of status and to help my immigration case. I'm a Nigerian. And my mother fought a green card for me, but it's very easy for them to deport somebody with a green card. The forest paid a green card for me. So if it's established that I'm also a crime victim, they have a special visa called T visa. So they're argue people, jump me everywhere, harass me everywhere, so I make very controversial statements online. So this country is going to deport anyone that talks bad about America. So I guess I never trying to deport me. This Eric Adam didn't want me to get any assistance and wanted me to be, arrested by the police. So he left me on the street. I applied. I was telling people to contact City Council like 2 years ago to get them to pass the Section 8 law because in Dallas, Texas, I heard the mayor there's Black American and was giving Black Americans on the street and other people on the street Section 8 right away within 24 hours. I said you have to do the same. I was telling people on the train and the contact New City Council and they passed the Section 8 law. But Eric Adams failed to implement it. They said some Black Americans want revenge against Africans because we sold ourselves slavery, and I used to file complaints against Eric Adams all the time. I even contacted the Judge Dale Hall when Biden put him under criminal charges in 2024, I believe, for Turkish bribery. I said I was one of the victims of the Turkish bribery because when I was used to be in Brooklyn and I noticed a lot of Turkish people would try to jump me, call the police on me, so they don't want me in their neighborhood. I used to charge my phone and pops around 36th Street and using the Link server phone kiosk in front of the Turkish hospital. They always call the police on me, throw her over on me, say get out of here, you're dirty African, I'm like, excuse me, stop making fun of me. And you call the police on me that this African experience is dirty. Say, even though I'm poor, don't make fun of me. And it was just, at that time, the police was killing Black Americans all over. Around 2019, they killed a George Floyd, took him dead. They killed so many Black Americans, Tiana Taylor, around that time period. So they were wanting to be one of the casualties. The Turkish government was bribing people to try to get me killed. Because they know this Eric Adams didn't want me as an African to get justice. I knew I was getting close to getting justice because Eric Garner was helping me. He knows the Eric Garner family, their childhood friend. And he knows the Eric Garner, Eric Garner was killed trying to help me, was killed close to my birthday at the same place where I met him. So they was very scared that if I remain in America and I keep pushing and I get justice and I even get, help for, get further protection for my immigration matter, even in case they try to come from a green card. Because I post on criticizing the American government, say that sometimes they can take your green card away, say you're very critical of the American government, you're dangerous to the American law enforcement, So this Eric Adams was just trying to get me killed. And the Turkish people were aware, and they were using these Turkish citizens to jump me. Some people pull out a sword, say we don't want you anywhere in Brooklyn. Somebody told me to stop going to Brooklyn. And when I got to the bathroom from Eric Adams' office at the train station, number 2 train on Quad Street. Eric Adams was the borough president in 2019. And all of a sudden, the police come and chase me out of the bathroom. Say I'm not a real woman, so I will go across the street and stand by the Eric Adams office and be telling the police, stop discriminating against me because I'm a Nigerian. I said in Ohio, they allowed the Nigerian to become mayor. In the town there, I said in Iowa, the election on documented immigrants got driver's license. I said New York City should be like that. And soon enough, the police arrested me on July 20, 2019. How the guy slapped me as I was begging for money in another part of Brooklyn, called Bay Ridge, Bay Jaffa Avenue. And I was standing in front of the police car and begging for money, so the guy came and slapped me. So I was angry. I said, why are you slapping me? And the police came. I said, you're fighting. I said, I'm not fighting. The guy just slapped me. Look at the police camera. And he said, no. And they knocked me down, choked me, took my green card from me, took my social security card from me, and went and locked me with the sideboard. On July 2019, that 23rd is synonymous with my mother's daughter's son that day. Flash is one of the people that killed my mother. My mother said she was trying to kill my mother so I can inherit potential loss of money. Because my mother was trying to sue INS, and Eric Gordon was helping us because INS arrested me when I was a child, and my mother had a heart attack. So I want to say that daughter will put out the passenger car and hit somebody's house in Pennsylvania around 2014, 2015, and they will call the police and ambulance. And I want to say that daughter did it on purpose. And they said something to leave something on the floor, so my mother could trip on, and that person trip on the snow on the floor, and they called the ambulance. Sometimes my mother said that daughter's husband, Flora's husband, his name is Ayinde, would hit my mother, it's a US soldier, hit my mother with a dirty blood jet on his face, clog up the bathroom. And so the police came and removed my mother from that house in Pennsylvania. So you're the troublemaker, get out of here. My mother speaks English with a Nigerian accent, and those are born in America. They speak English with an American accent. So my mother left her first husband to Bolali's house and said that Bolali didn't want her also. He just wanted to kill her. And my mother said that Bolali was poisoning her food with cancer food poison, causing my mother to be having heart attack triggers. So my mother fled Pennsylvania, came to New York to the hospital. I found the girls put a tracker in her bag, and they were able to locate what hospital she was in. My mother was in shock. She thought she had already escaped, and when she opened her eyes, she saw the girls at the hospital. They came over from Pennsylvania to scare her more, and my mother was telling me that she was in shock when she saw those photos, and they were telling the hospital to lock her up in the psych ward. They violated EPA law. EPA law says HIPAA, Health Information Portability Act, says Portability and Accountability Act, says a patient information is confidential and nobody should infringe on their right to privacy and access a patient's information without the consent, and it's a criminal offense. And my mother said she don't know how the doctors look at what she was. She didn't tell them. She only told her she's in a hospital in New York. She told her not to bomb, not to come to New York to find her. And she saw her sleeping in the hospital and woke up, and this guy was smiling at her. And when I said she was in shock, she almost died. And they told the doctor to lock her up in the mental ward, and she's crazy. And the doctor dragged her to the mental ward, and she died on the way. They said that hospital, Bellevue, they always inject people with ketamine if they want to lock you up in the mental ward. And they said that Bloomberg has already put in word with the New York City Health and Hospitals Corporation that they should always lock homeless people in the mental ward and don't release them back on the street. So those girls knew all that information. So they were trying to get my mother to the hospital, poison of a cancer poison. As soon as my mother went to the hospital, they went and showed up nurse and they were laughing at her, and they told the doctor to lock her up. And my mother spoke Nigerian English, those girls spoke American English, she stood no chance. And they killed her, and I saw the horror of my mother's face after they killed her. They told me they can't show me her body, but they showed me a picture of her face. And I was like, like they stabbed her with something, she was pain. I said, I want an autopsy, and also told me, and the medical examiner supposed to be, you don't tell us what to do, only the police tell us what to do. I said, no. The doctor said they don't want to know the cause of your mother's death. We're not doing an autopsy. I said, no. My mother told me I don't poison her. They tell me I should go get the police to tell them to do that. The police would help me either. And they burned my mother behind my back. So they just snatching. That's why that white guy was threatening me. So you are the troublemaker. This is how they killed my mother. They call that troublemaker everywhere. So they're telling people to be blackmailing blacks. So this is how they kill blacks. This is a lynch mob. New York City, they turned this to the Wild Wild West. The dirty down south, as I heard the KKK. And you're having KKK type people in your city. The one that killed Eric Garner was a white police officer. As Eric Garner was trying to help me, they killed him close to my birthday. I same place where I met him. And then I used to go to Brooklyn to go use the bathroom to kill Eric Garner. At the cross street, Eric Adams, Eric Garner's friend, He's a black American also, was the borough president in Brooklyn. He's also close to the NYPD, used to work for the NYPD after he came out of prison for prostitution women in Brooklyn. When he was 12 years old, he was stripping them and beating them up. So he went to prison and came out and he decided to join the police department. And he was like a road cop himself. He said he was raping women, assaulting women while he was a police officer. And he used to say that he used to mess with so much crackers, but those crackers couldn't get him. Eric Adams said it on YouTube, and somebody recorded a post on YouTube, and nobody impeached him in city council. And then the police come and arrested him in Brooklyn. And this Eric Adams, in July 23rd, 2019, they arrested me. And this I stole my green card, stole my ID and my social security card, so I can no longer function in American society as an immigrant with no ID. The same way a lot of black Americans, when they get arrested and come out of prison with no ID, they can't function, they have to arrest them back because you can't get nothing done without ID. You can't even set up a phone account in the past without a photo ID. They used to check your credit, you know. So that legacy still lingers. Now it's easier to buy. I always buy prepared phones here, you know. I always buy prepared phones here. But if I wanted a real phone, like they have to check your ID, check your credit. Like for example, I wanted an iPhone, you know. So they're checking over my ID, on my security card. And in 2019, I used to use the bathroom close to Eric Adams' office with the borough president. On the number 2 line, women's bathroom, Cross Street. And the folks would drive me out and know they would let the black American women stay. You know, I said they discriminate against me because I'm in Nigeria. And I'll go across the street to Eric Adams' office, I'll stand at the sidewalk and I'll say, please, please stop discriminating against me because I'm a Nigerian. I said, in Ohio, they let a Nigerian become a mayor in Chanda. I said, in Ohio, they let undocumented immigrants guide like government says. I said New York City should embrace the immigrants. And then the first time arrested me in another neighborhood in Brooklyn called Bay Ridge in that 2019 and took me away. I had a guy slap me and he slammed me on the floor, took away my green card, took away my social security card, and locked me up in the psych ward and lied that I was crazy. I was fighting people on the street and I didn't remember my name. I didn't remember who I was, and if I told the doctor, of course I remember who I was. And the doctor told me, you know, he said New York City just trying to get rid of homeless people from the street. And they said that's why they framed you up. I said that's not right. He said, you know, you just got to cooperate, and we're just going to declare you crazy, so we can lock you up in a mental home, and you can get you benefits and stay in the mental home. I said, no, you can't declare me crazy. So I started calling the Nigerian Embassy, I started calling Daily News, I started calling people, and that's when they released me from the hospital. And then this Eric Adams went and made fun of me. During the COVID, a few weeks later, there was COVID in 2020, they had arrested in 2019, and this Eric Adams went to Harlem, close to my mother's birthday. She was born on January 19th. He went to Harlem, Apollo Theater on January 2020. People there was COVID, and they were telling people to avoid the dog gardens. He went to a park, Apollo Theater full of black Americans, and he was mocking the things I used to say in front of his office before the police arrested me and took my green card away. He said, you go back to Ohio, He said, New York is for real New Yorkers that have been here for generations. He said, we're not going to tolerate to accept your speech. And back then, people used to, I used to go to use the bathroom on the 8th train, 14th Street bathroom, and they used to put in there, you know, graffiti. He said, die soon poser. Because people make fun of my accent, they say I speak with a sick American accent, that sometimes they can hear the Nigerian accent in me. I say, I'm an immigrant, I do have the Nigerian accent, so people always call me a sick poser. And I guess this Eric Adams was reiterating that. So it was an accessory to make sure the police could arrest me and keep my green card and my sister. Until today, they refused to return it back to me. I went to the Brooklyn prosecutor's office on February 2nd, 2026. I've been contacting them forever. Each time I go, they tell me to come back later. I said, I need crime victim services. The police arrested me on the street, stole my green card, stole my social security card. I said, on Bay Ridge Avenue and 4th Avenue, I said, guy lured me to his house, also raped me, threw me out, said he wanted to get married. I told him no. And beat me up in the Bronx. In 2020, during the COVID, I said, because I don't have an ID, I couldn't get no stimulus check. I said, my mother just killed my mother also. And they also stole the remaining of my immigration documents, you know, so I can't prove my identity. And the Brooklyn prosecutor's office, family justice said that they help crime victims is a victim of trafficking or domestic violence or crime, they will have to connect you with a crime victim shelter. They told me to go and wait outside. They told me go down the block, go to Adam Street. I said go and wait in front of a bakery called Tanera. So we already called a taxi. Taxi will arrive in 9 minutes. You know, and I know it's a Spanish woman. They allowed her to wait inside the office. And she had a chat with her. So I was like, why are you telling me to go down with down the street? If you call the taxi, why can't the taxi come and pick me up? And they told me it's a Toyota Sienna. This is the license plate. You know, and they even spelled my name wrong. They made my last name, my first name, my last name to insult me. You know, and I asked the lady, what is her business card? She doesn't have a business card. I told her, what's her name? She said, Maria. Yeah, Anna Maria. You know, and I went downstairs for an hour, no taxi showed up. And they, apparently they must have. And I left in anger, you know. And even though me and my daddy said because the weather is so cold, they shouldn't deny anybody shelter services. Each time I go there, they tell me come back another time. Nobody's available to help me. Everybody is closed for the day. I always go there around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. You know, and they close at 5. And when I went down February 2, 2026, they were lying to me that nobody's available. I said, no, I have to speak to somebody. So I've been coming here many times. And keep saying nobody's available. And they were all laughing. And then this woman said her name is Anna Maria. I said, okay, you know. And as soon as I got there, people were screaming, Santa Claus is here. So people have been telling me they're going to kill me. I'm going to claim I'm a Christian. I'm a part of a Christian cult. And I'll authorize people to take my seed and create a baby. And I wanted a baby to be formed. I wanted a Mary to be impregnated by my baby. You know, that I want to become like I wanted Jesus to be created. You know, that's how they're going to steal my money, kill me, get me, and claim, you know, I'm a part of the cult. And this woman told me her name is Anna Maria. Also, when the police took me, a woman was recording the video, and she, after I got out of the psychiatric hospital in 2019, she told me her name is Miriam. You know, so I'm like, what's up with all these women named Miriam? And these are the people that come into my life. I said, I'm not part of any religious cult. I don't wish to be killed. I don't want any Mary or Miriam to be the mother of my child. I'm gay. I was born a boy. I'm not a girl. I'm not into women. So they keep taunting me, and they said even the sex trafficking is so rampant in America. People like PDD was trafficking women, white states, and said the government officials were against the white sex trafficking. There used to be this guy. Who was he? Was he a former Attorney General? He was arrested for trafficking women. New York State Attorney General, I forgot his name. He went to prison. You know, they said New York State has always had problems with sex trafficking among public officials. So the Brooklyn Attorney's Office, District Attorney's Office, they engaged in sex trafficking of foreigners. You know, I heard in ICE detention also, they are raping women. So the New York City has not become a place where they want to rape Africans like me and claim I signed an agreement with them to help their money through a baby. I didn't sign any service agreement with them. So in case you're watching this video, please donate to my Cash App. I'm looking for non-conditional charitable donation to my Cash App and watch homeless. And the two people they want to provoke me to death. Get every day they tell me from morning to night on the train. They tell me I'm going to get off the train. People do like this on the train. You know they're going to kill me and take everything. My mother is dead, my father is dead, and my mother does the killers. People tell me I'm going to shoot you. Get out of the train now. I'm going to shoot you. You know, I've been running all over the train. They please don't shoot me. You know, so this is crazy. And they're calling me. I'm a Nigerian. They're telling me I'm going to shoot you. Get out of the train. People are jumping me, saying they're going to kill me. So city council investigate this. This is going to destroy the image of this country. I know the whole world can't fight you. You have more nuclear weapons, but that's not right. This is crazy. New York has started to become a sex trafficking den. From Weinstein to PDD, this is a mess. And it's not safe, but FIFA is friends. The FIFA president is friends with Trump, so they're going to pack the Africans and bring them in. It doesn't matter. They're stealing green cards from Africans. Another African that used to sleep on the street. As soon as I met him, so Senegal, they said they stole us people, they took his green card and passport. They've almost taken my green card also, and my passport and everything. My mother also, she became a US citizen, they stole her passport. They're still on immigration documents. Another Nigerian said they locked him up in the cycle. My mother, they locked him up behind the cycle. They locked me up in the cycle. You know, so they're doing everything to us Africans. I don't let us use the bathroom. So they know if I can't use the bathroom, so the staff to be rubbing my butt anytime I walk here, to be bumping into me, you know, and they'll call the police officer for protest. So city council investigate this. Investigators don't get accessory to sex trafficking. This city's reputation has gone down. They are raping Africans, rubbing my butt in the store here. I'm a Nigerian. City council investigate this. Investigate this. This city is going down. In bad image, they're bringing back the slavery where they used to rape black Americans, and for the slave master will create a child with black Americans. And you know, this is what they're bringing back. This is not progress. This is backward. You know, and city council have to do something. I know everybody's covering up for you because nobody wants to fight with America. You know, nobody's saying nothing, but do something, city council. Do something. I'll keep posting videos. I'll keep contacting you as long as I'm alive. I'm not going to give up contacting you. So please don't think I'm going to give up contacting you. But this video is not enough for you to do something. This is the address, 255 Greenwich Street. Please get the camera, you know. And I want to issue a disclaimer. I solemnly swear under United States federal laws and U.S. Constitution and other relevant laws that I'm seeking non-conditional charitable donation to my cash app and or to me person, you know, and or a student loan to my cash app and or to me person, and such student loan should have interest rate applicable and similar to the one U.S. commercial banks charges students in New York City and or the U.S. government charges students. Whichever rate is less, I don't want to be extorted or slaughtered. So please, I don't want to be price gouged. And I'm not looking for surrogacy and marriage with anyone and membership in any sex cult or gang, whether religious, social or sexual cult or gang. I'm not looking to make friends with anyone, whether secret friendship or open friendship. I'm not looking for membership in any violent gang either. You know, and in case I die or I'm killed, only civil activists that haven't denied them for the past shall administer my state and get justice for me and my late mother. No friend or family shall administer my state or get justice for me and my late mother. Only civil activists that haven't denied me for the past shall administer my state and get justice for me and my late mother. And no friend or family shall administer my state or inherit justice for my state. And such activists administer my state to get justice for me and my late mother. And during the rest of my asset, this asset, so people suffering xenophobia like me, and people being deported by Trump to prioritize for assistance. Nobody should make a movie about me because I died. People choose to tell me I live out my condition as a child, and I'm so suicidal. People may try to kill me. Because I used to record something I said to Michael Jackson when I was in Nigeria, but they used to send it back to me. I put the wrong address there, so Michael Jackson had moved to Neverland. I had his former address before he moved to Neverland. So I'm not looking for anybody to do a movie about me because I died and claimed I came to America to become Michael Jackson. I died in the process because some black Americans don't like Africans and they want to revenge by watching Africans suffer, particularly Derrick Ricardo. So any movie that you made about me, I should be alive and direct the movie from beginning to end and be alive to promote it. I'm very guarded about my image. Even when the immigration arrested my mother brought me as a child, they said they were going to deport me. I told them I'm not saving Nigeria because my father was abusing me. They don't have any witnesses. I told why my father was abusing me. Like my sisters here in America said no. I said I'm very introverted. I don't really talk to people about my personal life. I only talk about general stuff. So they were, and I told them, that, so you can go to my immigration file records for my interview with the INS around 2001 when my mother brought me here from Nigeria. My immigration file is 7795468. So please, this is very important. Nobody should use any trickery or any game to try to force me to go against my stated wish here, so they're trying to lure me. Even that Greg Kelly, he works for the WBC radio. He said, even if you talk about Jesus more, talk about Jesus, openly discuss the love for Jesus. So I believe that this radio station may be into racketeering and may be trying to get me killed also and claim I'd wanted to people to adopt children from me. I'm part of a religious cult. I'm not part of any cult with any radio station or anybody else. So this, as soon as I was coming here, this Kelly was saying, cut. And I came here, somebody came and rubbed their hand on my butt. And the woman came, somebody came and rubbed their hand on my butt. I came here, so they came and pick it up.